Yeah, from the east into the west, we in the south. This is the north, cock it back. From the east into the west, we in the south.
What's going on, everybody? You already know what's going on. This right here is NuMainstream. You rocking with the radio guy, Phantom 336, and my man JR right here stepping in for Queen T. We got some hot stuff to talk to you about today, some of which being Colin Kaepernick. We got the Big Mac Miller story we're going to get into, and then even Nicki Minaj and Cardi B beef later on. So let's jump into some stuff, man. What's going on with y'all? Y'all feeling all right today?
Feeling good. For
sure.
All right, yeah. Let me ask y'all a question, right?
Oh, Lord, here we go.
Man. Look, man, what's up?
All right, look. All right, so if two mind readers read each other's mind, whose mind are they reading?
Hey, I hope y'all not high watching this. If you are high, just fast forward. Look, if you're watching this after the recording, just fast forward, man.
Whose mind? Okay, so I'm a mind reader, you a mind reader.
And I'm a mind, okay.
And we reading each other's mind. So whose mind are we ending up reading?
Yourself. That's you end up reading yourself.
All right, so even if you read yourself, you still end up reading.
Still reading somebody else's mind. My mind at that point is inside your mind.
Reading the other person's mind.
Tell me, where you be coming up with this stuff?
He did this last week, man.
I know he did.
He be
I know he
tripping,
did.
man.
I watched it. I know he did.
You know.
Be getting my brain going, man. It's been a trip. It's been a long day, man.
Right.
These is high thoughts, man.
For sure.
Higher level right
For
there.
sure.
But,
This is what we doing?
Colin
anyway,
Kaepernick, man. Colin Kaepernick, one
Let's
of the
get into
faces.
Colin Kaepernick, man.
One of the faces of Nike,
big
man.
ups to Nike, big ups to
that's
Colin
nice.
Kaepernick
For sure.
for winning. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
people wanted to see him lose. They wanted to, you know what I'm saying, continue to be mad at him for kneeling and standing up for our little black boys who keep getting shot up by police. Even just over this past week, you know, we done had just some random cop shoot a guy inside of his own apartment. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like those are the types of things that are the reason why he's kneeling. I'm just want to say big up to Nike because, you know, they took a stand as a company. You know
What
what
you
I'm saying?
think, JR?
Oh, man, I love it. I mean, I love it because Nike did that and then looked at the NFL like, what you want to do now?
Right.
Like,
All y'all jerseys made by
right. And then guess what? We gonna work with y'all even longer, and y'all gonna pay us even longer for this.
Right.
So, what you gonna do? Go back to Reebok?
Oh man,
Tell
no.
him, and that ain't gonna happen, man. But like you said, man, big up to him, man. He's really has risked it all, man. He really has.
Right.
And I think that the quote that they used was extremely fitting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, what did it say? Even if you lose everything or whatever.
Right.
You know, I mean, and he really has it. People could say, "Oh, I'm not feeling sorry for a millionaire." You know, he's made millions of dollars, blah blah, whatever. But
and then what do you think about? My bad, but what do you think about whenever they say he really was already on the bench, his career was on a decline, and now he wants to kneel, and that, you know, all of those type of
BS
arguments.
because
me
being a sports guy, I don't want to get too deep into the stats and stuff, but me being a sports guy, if you saw Colin Kaepernick's last year, that was his best year he had since he was at his hiatus when he went to the Super Bowl and all that stuff. So all of that's crap because he had a better quarterback rating than a lot of quarterbacks. We ain't gonna get into all of that.
Right.
And then they want to get into the point of Nike, you know, trying to, you know, bankroll off of this because Kaepernick is, you know.
And the truth of the matter is, Nike has always been forward thinking because you got to understand that these are the same people that gave Jordan a chance, right? These are the same people that put him at the face of really their brand at the time when it wasn't popular to market somebody who was black at the time. I mean, that's what it was.
Right.
You know, so he was really the first face of something like that made it okay. That's why we have LeBron. That's why we got Chris Paul and all these guys who are signed to this same, you know, the same company because they saw the forward thinking and the kind of breaking through walls that Nike has been capable of. Man, you seen people. What you think about people that's burning like the Nike socks and shoes, jerseys? People tripping, man.
The people that's burning that stuff, the Nikes they burn the Nikes that you wear when you cut the grass, bro. Like they burn the Nikes ain't nobody wearing but you.
Some of them joints needed to be burned anyway. That's the first thing. Number two, you paid for them. Nike already got their brand.
Nike was probably trying to figure out a way to shelve them Nikes anyway.
For real, thank you for helping us.
Nike like, hold up, you paid your money already? Do what you want.
Come on, man. man. One thing that I saw
crazy.
that was funny, they used the scene from the movie from NWA movie where everybody, did y'all see that when everybody was stumping the CDs and they were like looking mad. Ice Cube was looking out the window mad. He was like, and then Dre was in the back. He was like, hey man, you know, hey, they paid for him already, so I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So that was funny, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing that's been floating around. But yeah, man. Once again, big ups to them. Big ups to they use Serena as well, I think, and some other people.
Yeah.
Man, they use
Serena.
a lot of Cap was the
Oh
voice.
man, what's my dude with the one arm? I'm sorry.
Shaquem Griffin. Yeah.
Shaquem Griffin. Yeah. That was what's up too.
That's
you
what
know
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying?
So,
like, you know, they on it, yo.
For sure. So George Zimmerman.
Yeah, so
Tell us about that. Bring us up to speed on that.
apparently George Zimmerman sent Jay-Z and Beyonce some threatening texts because of the Trayvon movie that they were making. So I don't know why, like, you know what I'm saying?
Why does Zimmerman have their number is the first question.
Like, how?
Jay,
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's like, what is he doing with that number? I'm like, yo, you need to give me that number.
No,
Yo. Like,
Jay-Z and Beyonce. We might have to take a quicker look, a tighter look at them for real. I don't know why you texting Zimmerman. Right. To all of that went down. But what do you think about that movie idea though?
Oh, the movie was good, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yo, I mess with Jay and B as far as like their maturity as artists and growing in the culture.
Yeah.
And including, you know, their community in, you know, what they're doing as they're growing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the movie about Trayvon Martin. I believe he did the one about the guy who committed suicide because he was locked up for the backpack and everything.
Oh,
Can't remember his name. But you know what I'm saying? Those are good moves. Those are positive moves for the community, letting other people know what's going on in our community. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm with it. You
Right.
know
So
what I'm saying?
what more so do you think is the reason for Zimmerman's angry text? Is it because, you know, it's making him look
Man.
bad? Is he portrayed as bad or?
He is portrayed as bad.
Of course, which is, you know what I'm saying? Of course, that's what I'm saying. But you did it.
I'm
So it's
thinking,
like,
you know, if we were in his shoes, which luckily we never could be. But anyway, I guess we would be mad too.
Yeah.
But that don't, you know, take away
truth
from the
is the
fact
truth,
that,
regardless.
Hey,
you know what I'm
get it?
saying?
Now,
He's lucky. Really, Zimmerman is lucky that he's still alive today.
no, it's a lot of people that still want to kill him to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
I mean, best thing for him to do is just shut the hell up
quiet.
and get lost.
Big
you know what I'm
hey,
saying?
if I was Zimmerman, man, look, I'd be somewhere in the underground bunker chilling, man. Look, I don't want nobody to know my face. The whole nation know what you look like.
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm saying? So
right.
you need to be
Just-
somewhere
just
relaxing.
chill, bro.
Yeah,
you know
stay
what
out
I'm
the
saying?
media,
Like,
man.
what is you doing?
But moving on, man. For real. But moving on to some real sad news, man. This drug culture, man, is really, it took another one from us.
A great one.
A great one. Not just another one, a great one. Great lyricist, Mac Miller, man.
Mac Miller.
Obviously, he changed a lot of people's lives. A lot of people, you know, got on social media and said how they feel about him. But what do you guys see from us here at NuMainstream?
Man, yo, it's just another sad story, man.
Yeah.
Yo, I mean, did I get the toxology report back or anything?
Not that I saw. Not that I saw. Not
Okay.
yet. But
so I don't know if they'll even release it or whatever the case may be.
stay tuned on
But,
NuMainstream. We'll have it up on the app.
Yeah, but so pretty much, you know, they haven't like technically verified that it was a drug overdose. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they said it was a drug overdose, but we just don't know which drug. That's the thing. It was a drug overdose. It definitely was a drug overdose. So we don't know if it was pills, if it was lean, if it was, you know what I'm saying, whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, it definitely was a drug
But
overdose.
yeah, man, it just sucks, man. Like, you know, he actually was one of the dope ones. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Like,
It's just crazy, man. Like, you kind of expect that from some of these other artists who are actually out here just doing it for attention and overkill with the, you know, like capping and stuff on
Sipping
Instagram
lean,
and
I'm
stuff.
drinking.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
right.
Like,
doing it.
I mean, you kind of expect that type of stuff from them. I thought he was a little more settled, you know what I'm
Immature.
saying?
Yeah,
And
it
that
came out the blue,
it wouldn't happen to somebody like him, you know what I'm
What
saying?
you think,
So-
JR?
Oh man, I mean, I had the pleasure of meeting Mac Miller before.
Oh, wow.
I actually got
Really?
to talk to
Okay.
him when I lived up in Pennsylvania for 2 years.
Yeah, he's a Pittsburgh native. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I talked to him for about 15 minutes.
Word.
Real cool guy. He was
Yeah.
probably high as hell, but
Yeah.
he was super cool. Like, you know, you never would have thought it would have been come to this.
Yeah, so
And that's the thing,
sad.
man. It shows that you never know what people are going through, man. You know?
Exactly. That's
And especially like with a situation like this, one of the backstories to this was the fact that his breakup with Ariana Grande was the reason for his like spiral into depression. And people who were close to him were saying like he changed. Like after that relationship, that he was by himself. He wasn't really around people much. They saw him, I guess, doing multiple different kinds of drugs, crossing different drugs, whatever. And that's what ultimately led to his, demise. But like I said, it's sad.
That depression, man. Like I was watching a J. Cole video yesterday at the Vegas concert, and he's just big up in the people about like dealing with their issues before they become a problem. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of people, us regular people, artists, whoever, you know what I'm saying, we need to be more conscious about what we're getting involved in and how that affects us. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and that was surprising. Like you mentioned earlier, that it just kind of came out of the blue. It was surprising to you because we're used to seeing that from these different types of rappers. But so it's showing that really does show how big that drug culture is, right? How many people, even people who you don't got to talk about it in your raps, like you know what I'm saying, that are talking about like popping pills and things like that. You may not talk about it. Mac Miller barely talked about that type of stuff. I don't remember.
I talk about smoking weed.
Right? It was weed. It was either weed. You know what I'm saying? And then whatever the subject at hand was, he would be spitting on that subject. But it was never like I'm sipping lean, I'm popping pills, I'm blah blah blah.
Never.
I mean, it's true for a lot of different artists and a lot of different actual genres. It's more prevalent and more noticeable in hip hop. But really, man, a lot of artists do have problems with depression, have problems with drugs, and it also is one of the main drives for creativity. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, especially with those very creative artists. It is good to find out how to get all of that under control in the midst of your creativity, you know what I'm saying? But another guy who is apparently going through some kind of struggle, I seen Orlando Brown. You remember that dude from the Disney Channel?
Bruh. I remember, dude.
Anyway, he got caught robbing a convenience store or something. Like, on camera, face in the camera, everything. On camera, he's locked up now. I'm like, yo, what is going on with these Disney Channel
Disney Channel people spiraling. They're spiraling, man.
It's a curse.
It is a curse.
Like, yo,
it's been a couple
tell
people
my daughter
who
you cannot be on the Disney Channel.
It's been a couple people who like didn't go through that type of situation, but for the most part, like all the major stars who were on like, you know what I'm saying, like the successful shows
have gone through their breakdown.
Have gone through breakdown. Like, I don't understand what's going on with him. Like he obviously is on. I don't know what form of drugs.
Yeah, he looked different.
He definitely do. He definitely do. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad, man. It really is sad.
It's sad, but at the same time, and it's gonna sound wrong, it's funny.
It's funny. No, I was gonna say
it's hilarious.
Hey,
and it's just
like maybe all
I ain't gonna lie. What was funny to me is him looking into the camera like this, like, yo, it's me.
Like, you see the video where he was in the chair? He was in the chair. He was like, like I was like, bro, come on. Like something really is like snap with this man.
And the thing about it is, like, I think it was like last year or 2 years ago, he was putting out music. He could actually rap.
Yeah.
Oh, word?
And I was shocked.
He can rap.
I didn't know he could rap.
He had bars, and I was like, and then he kept with the crazy stuff, and it's like, all right.
Creativity, man. Matter of fact, Ty Dolla $ign also.
Man.
Oh, man. Bruh. Look, man, I don't know what's up with this whole...
Got caught with the booger sugar.
I don't know. Now, was it intention to sell, though? Was it like... Or was it like...
Man...
Use?
I don't know. It's looking kind of usable.
Yeah,
usable.
Looking pretty usable there.
And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, I don't know who or what has possessed people in our culture and in our like generation. Really, it's our generation, like the younger. You know what I'm saying? That younger group to think that it's okay to do this type of stuff, like cocaine.
I don't know. I mean,
like cocaine will take you out of here, man.
If you are in certain circles and certain lifestyles, that can become kind of common, right? You know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, that's crazy.
Like, it is crazy though. Like, me, myself, I look at, crackheads and I be like, yeah, that's why I'm only going to stick to weed.
I'm telling you. Like,
I don't think I ever wanted to graduate to anything else.
And they say it's the gateway drug, but a lot of the same people that I met.
I don't think it's a gateway drug.
Exactly.
Like,
a lot of people that I met who do weed still do weed. They've been smoking weed for 5, 6, 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Like,
and nothing else.
It ain't a gateway drug.
I think that's a bad
that
stigma.
Booger sugar, that's the gateway drug.
Look, once you get
that's the gateway drug.
normally
That's the key to the gate. That opened the gate wide open. Look, the gate swung open.
Yeah. Some of them pills like Oxycontin and whatever else, you know what I'm saying? That's the gateway.
Yeah.
Those is what's going to lead to all that other
heavy stuff, man. The heavy stuff.
Yeah, man.
For sure. What about this? So Bobby Brown, man. This Bobby Brown movie. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it off rip. We already done seen some stuff about him in New Edition, man. Yeah. I don't understand why we getting an in-depth Bobby Brown movie. Like I don't know if I'm interested in this.
It might be because you were a little younger. Bobby Brown was that dude.
I mean, he was cool.
For a little minute, he was that
Bobby
dude.
Was that guy.
I don't know if I'm that deeply interested, bro.
Him and Whitney have a very interesting story, man. They whole dynamics of their relationship. The way New Edition blew up and the way she blew up and the way they met each other, all the stuff in between all of that. They actually got
I could see
it's like the American dream gone wrong.
Yeah, right.
Like,
of course, yeah.
It's a great story. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and then Bobby, you know, he's obviously seems like he's doing well, bouncing back and all of that. So, you know,
right.
So
that's
it's
cool,
a perfect
you know
time
what I'm
for him,
saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what do you think? Like, if you had to rate it right now before you even saw it, what do you think
to be real
for the movie?
I haven't saw it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying if you had to rate it before you saw it. Like,
I was gonna let that go.
That's what I'm saying. If I hadn't saw it. But if you had to rate like before you saw it, what do you think that like you know what I'm saying with today's technology?
I mean,
putting it together.
Like, all right, so this is how I feel about biopics.
Yeah.
Right? Or how you pronounce it, biopics or biopics?
I think it's a biopic.
We know what you're talking about.
Some people say biopics.
I think it's biopic.
Look, we know what you're talking about.
Anyway, this is how I feel about them.
Yeah.
It's like the people who are still alive or like very, very current, like when they do biopics about them, they're not as good as somebody who's already been dead about 10 years.
That was my issue. That's what I was saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's why
I haven't seen it yet, but
like,
you know, that's usually the
I mean,
case for me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you got to watch it now because it's going to be one of those things, by the time he's gone, it's going to be forgotten about. Cause,
Right. I mean, I'm going to watch it. I just haven't had the time to watch it.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Speaking of that, my bad, a little off subject, but I was watching Power yesterday, right?
I didn't see the episode.
We weren't going to talk about Power, but I got to talk about this one little part real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever Angela got shot and that stupid retarded yell that Ghost did after she got shot,
I did see
he
that
sounded
part.
like
They've been showing
that retarded dude that misses dad on that one. I was just like,
and it's sad because this man didn't even cry when Raina died, bro.
Right.
You gonna cry when your side piece died that you destroyed your whole family with. But you couldn't cry when your daughter died.
I instantly was dying laughing.
This man Ghost,
that guy yelled, and then they ain't play no music for the ending credits, so all I could think about a picture out of the ending credits.
That was the last thing you heard. That was the last thing you heard.
I'm like, yo, why did he do that stupid yell?
Where do you think, since we on that topic, man, where do you think they're gonna go with the show from here? Like the season is ended.
Yo,
is it time to
is it about to be a Ghost versus Tom? Is this like the last episode ever that's about to come, or what? Because it's like pretty intense right now.
I think it's time to wrap it up.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't
too.
know as far as like more seasons. I don't think they need. I think maybe one more season max.
Nah, I don't even know.
You think this is it? You think
this should be it, man.
Nah,
like,
they ain't gonna.
All right, if they kill
like
Angela off, Ghost and Tommy gotta hate each other now.
Yeah.
And then they should just have them off each other or somehow
that would be crazy.
You know
that would be crazy. Like a whole season of them like on opposite sides, like really going for
spy
each other.
versus
that
spy.
Would be crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
because you know Tommy crazy. That man Tommy really is a murderer, bro. Like,
yeah, man. So I don't know. Like, you know, if that can happen, that'll work.
So how y'all feel about, you know what I'm saying, somebody that we love through the early 2000s, getting back together? Ja Rule and Ashanti said they're coming together for an entire album.
I feel terrible about it.
I ain't feeling this, man. I'm not feeling this at all. Stay where you at. Ja Rule had his little TV show a couple years ago. That was cool.
And that pretty much
that flopped. It was cool starting off. It was cool. It had a little hype around it.
I ain't even mad at it. I ain't mad at Ashanti. But look, like
she's fine, man.
She fine.
She is so fine. Bro.
I mean, but to be real though, I actually don't want to hear her sing. Maybe she can make a few music videos.
Yeah, like I'm over it.
Like,
I'm not trying to hear a whole album of that.
Like, and I don't see their sound.
And she already said "baby" for us like 10 million times.
No, for
so
real.
like, I don't know what like.
I'm not.
And the problem is, like, I don't see their sound transcending what is now like popular.
I mean,
music,
I think they can. I think they can hook it up with Ashanti. I ain't even mad at it. I might even listen to it.
Ashanti,
but Ja Rule, my thing with
really
Ja
go wrong with
Rule,
that.
my thing with Ja Rule is all of those songs that we liked back in the day. I've listened to some of them recently.
And it don't hit like that.
It don't sound good. He is off key singing and rapping all loud, yelling in the mic.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
Like, oh, come on, dog, chill.
Like, we already,
it's not gonna fly now.
we already got Tekashi 6ix9ine.
I'm telling you, we feel that wrong.
Don't even get me started.
We good
feel that
with
role.
we good with yelling rappers for now.
Telling
Like,
you,
you know
y'all
what I'm
don't
saying?
think-
We already
I'm
got
cool.
one.
Please,
You know what I'm
Ashanti and
saying?
Ja Rule, if you do make this album, make it an EP. Make it something five songs,
Yeah.
4 songs. Keep
And
it at
Ja
that.
Rule, lower your voice.
Lower your-
man.
Right.
Like, you know.
Why are you so angry
Right,
at
you
the
don't have
mic,
to yell.
dog?
It's a love song.
It's
You
right
don't gotta-
here.
You don't got to yell at me
It's
on a
right
love
here.
song. I don't
I tell
understand.
you.
Like, what are you yelling at me for? Like, you trying to tell me how you care about your girl, and it's raspy. It's coming
love
out
you.
raspy.
Oh,
Picture it
my
if you
God,
did that in real life, yo.
Like, I know his wife be like, yo, calm down
Like,
sometimes.
bro, like, dog, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I ain't got time for this, dog.
I'm going to work, baby. I love you. Like, nobody want to hear
Go to work,
that.
bro. Shut up and go. I'll see you when you get home.
It's just like it rough all the time. Huh? Like,
Yo, man, what is wrong with you? So what's going on with Mary J. Blige and Faith Evans, man? Tell us about that.
man, apparently they got in a fight. Mary J.
what?
Blige and Faith Evans.
I don't know what's up with all these singers.
I haven't heard
man.
from either one of them in forever. Faith Evans, for some reason, is dating Jadakiss, but anyway.
What?
That's
I
neither,
heard,
neither
like,
here nor
I ain't
there.
heard
but
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, so they got in a fight at P. Diddy house in the Hamptons, right? So I'm like, what could they
What could it
possibly
be
be
fighting over?
I
fighting
mean,
over,
what happened?
right?
Faith finally told me you can't dance. Just stop it. It's not for you.
This
you
wasn't
can't
in the
dance.
cards for you.
Right. You about to break your leg and tear your ACL every time.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with all these
Or maybe
old-
Mary was like, yeah, I did sleep with Biggie that night.
Oh.
When I tour. What?
Lord.
Hey, I don't know if there was ever a time where Mary J. Blige was attractive. I don't remember that. Did y'all like Mary J. Blige when she was younger? Did y'all?
I
think she
mean,
was-
I liked her. As far as like
her talent was cool. She
as
was
far as her
super
sex
talented.
appeal, I wouldn't
I don't know
technically call it sex appeal,
got
but
a
she
lot
of
was
people mad
that
at you.
chick though.
Yeah,
like,
of course. I give you
whenever
that,
like
yeah.
she was that, whenever she was that chick, she was really
But it's
that
been
chick.
the same shoulder
She
bob
was
for
like-
like.
She was the
20
only one
years,
doing
though.
what she
Look,
was doing.
ain't
at
nobody
the time.
told her, and Faith finally told her, and that's what she got mad about. That's all it was.
It had to be.
That's exactly
like,
what it was.
That's the only thing that could be
Yeah.
like. You know what I'm saying? But some of the more current artists that got into a fight that are really at the top of their careers right now, Cardi B and Nicki. Now this is really
Yeah, I don't
creating
know
a
what's
divide,
up, man. Like these chicks, man, they is
it's
acting
catty,
up.
man. It's getting real
like,
catty.
yeah.
I wish Queen T was here. I know she'll have a lot to say about
I know
that.
she
I know
would.
she
But
will.
like,
Yeah, yeah.
it's getting real catty, man. So apparently they were at an award show, you know what I'm saying? And Nicki Minaj was with her entourage, Cardi B
Right.
was with her entourage, and Nicki Minaj had been saying things about posts about Cardi B's, I guess, daughter or something.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it a son?
Yeah, you don't play about nobody
Yeah,
kids,
they're,
dog.
they're kid. Because the
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
is, Cardi B hasn't shown her kid yet. That's the thing. She hasn't
Okay.
shown anybody the kid. She's been showing like feet pictures and like arm pictures. I don't know why.
Yeah.
That's a new thing. They're like high babies, I guess. But anyway, so
I mean, I feel it.
yeah, so people been
I
saying
ain't
like-
even against that.
Right. So, but the thing is, man, Cardi B is at a position in her career where she is almost at the top. Not at the
Right,
top
right.
yet. You know what I'm saying? Nicki Minaj, someone who's kind of at the top but wobbling a little bit, maybe falling off. But she's still
Yeah.
kind of at the top. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
you got to come correct with things like that. She may not be invited to any more public events.
True.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
Because they're
true.
looking at her now as like, this is somebody ratchet who came off MTV or came off whatever, VH1.
Right.
Right.
And now, you know what I'm saying?
She don't know how to
She don't
act.
know how to
tearing
act.
stuff
So
up.
Right,
how
right.
y'all feel about that situation, man?
Man, yo, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but I was like, dang, maybe it's like some stuff going on behind the scenes where it's like, yo, she just could not take it no more. Like,
Yeah,
yo, she
that
was
had to be what it was.
Yo, I'm about to run up on this chick. Like,
And
yo.
Nicki seems like that type of person. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like,
to keep
whole lot of
poking,
talking, keep
throwing
poking.
little-
Oh,
yeah.
I heard, you know what I'm saying? Every time you see your girl, like, oh, I was just with Nicki, girl. She was talking about you the whole time. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, just little stuff
Right,
like that.
Yeah,
And like,
yeah. And like, you know what I'm saying, Cardi is like she's on Nicki Minaj heels, so it's
yeah,
like,
like
you know.
really on her.
Right.
Like,
That's what I think it is. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
Nicki been at the top. She ain't had no competition whatsoever.
Yeah.
Right, right.
And finally,
easy,
Cardi's here. Now, granted, I'm not necessarily a fan, but when it comes to
Yeah, yeah, I
people-
feel
you
you.
ain't a fan of Cardi? Dang.
Nah, he knows.
Hey,
He knows me.
I
He knows
ain't,
me. He knows.
He's a super hip hop head.
He-
But
he-
look,
yeah, he-
I ain't a super fan of Cardi, but like she has some content in her songs
Right.
that I would have, like, whenever Nicki was rapping and I thought she was hard, like, she kind of started going all pop and all this other little,
singing and just doing it for the fame, really. That's
it's
really
like
what
some of the
turned
stuff she started saying was like kind of like, all right, well, cool. All right, I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Cardi is like a breath of fresh air as far as female MCs go.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Nicki
that,
don't like
you
it.
know what I'm saying?
And
That's
Nicki
why
don't like it.
that's why she at where she at, and she, you know, moving up.
And
you
she
know
had
what I'm
a
saying?
knot on her head when she left, man.
Yeah,
But
she had a knot.
Apparently,
Apparently she threw a shoe.
Apparently, no, she did throw it. It was on video. She threw the shoe.
I ain't seen the video.
And it was probably a $2,000 pair of shoes, and she took them off and let that thing go. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, apparently she got hit. You know what I'm saying? In the head. Well, she did get hit. It was a picture. You know what I'm saying? People were making fun of her. I seen one meme where somebody put shook and one of the O's was the. You saw that? That was crazy. That was wild. These memes are getting out of hand. But anyway, that was nutty. But apparently the truth of the matter is she got hit by the security guard on accident. So it wasn't like that. It pretty much
Nicki
debunked
popped
the
her
fact
up.
that Nicki popped her or Raleigh, her friend, her best friend Raleigh or whatever, popped her or whatever. So that wasn't the truth. It was the security guard elbowed her, but he was trying to separate the whole situation. So that's apparently what happened. So do y'all think this is gonna hurt Cardi though? Do y'all think this is gonna hurt her career as far as I said, getting invited to events, people taking her seriously? You know what I'm saying? At this point in her career.
Maybe from a standpoint of, like you said, getting invited to stuff, but as far as like her music, her music, that's gonna boost it.
Yeah.
It's gonna boost it. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, she really about it," and they gonna you know how that
It's gonna
go.
make you feel like, I gotta listen to that.
You know
more,
how that
you know
goes.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
I think she can bounce back from it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they even if they do, you know, try to be scared to invite her to stuff for a while, like he said, like if the records start selling, they ain't gonna have no choice. But they'll get somebody around her who can, like, you know, like yo, you gotta chill.
Coach,
you know,
yeah.
They're gonna get it
And that's
right.
what I think
you know
it is
what I'm
too.
saying?
Like, I don't think she has anybody in her camp really coaching. You know what I'm saying? It's a situation like I'm the first that made it out of my family. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Right,
she don't really know how to act. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, let's be honest. I mean, look who her husband is.
Yeah,
I mean,
right. You know
Look who the influence in her life is right now.
Right. I feel you on that. So
What did
right.
they go through with Joe Budden and everything?
Huh?
What you talking about with the Migos and Joe Budden?
I'm just saying. Look, I mean,
I'm
look
just
who
saying,
Offset.
her man,
Like,
yeah,
he
Offset,
wild.
yeah.
You know, he ain't about to tell chill.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, I think they got some sense. I think Migos got some sense.
I mean, they do until something
I
like
think
that
so. Yeah, I
happened.
think
And
so.
I mean, you gotta remember, not too long ago, they was at concerts trying to fight fans at
That's
the
true.
concert.
That's
like,
true, too.
You're
That's
right,
true, too.
though.
I mean,
That was what, like 2 years
I
ago?
kind of forgot about that.
3 years
like,
ago?
Yeah, they hop off
Yeah.
stage in the crowd, like, what's
Yeah.
up? Like,
Well,
That's true.
Well, at the
know,
end
he-
of the day, just like we saying with her, I think, you know, they got their act together now.
Yeah.
And Migos has
Well, two of them.
definitely changed.
Yeah.
As far as appearance, the way they carry themselves, the
Yeah, I
way
love
they
Migos, man.
they seem more in tune with like what they trying to do and what
Right,
they
like,
trying
all
to
right,
go.
like,
Just
we
focus
can't-
on the money at this
Yeah,
point.
you know what I'm saying?
we can't
Like,
wild out no
you
more.
know.
We gotta.
But you know what I'm saying? That takes growth, man. You come into this game young and ready to make money and you making it. And you know what I'm saying?
we see a lot of people
like,
fall off
I
that
mean,
way.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's real.
Like
man.
what we was
You know?
talking about with Kodak a couple weeks ago. When we
Yeah.
were mentioning Kodak and his struggles and him just getting back out of prison and stuff. And he's back in the studio apparently. I saw some videos of him
word, yeah.
working and he's dropping little snippets of songs. They sound pretty good.
Yeah.
But hopefully it's just
I
his
think
focus,
he
man.
cut,
I mean,
it,
I
he
heard
cut
it
his
could go
hair
back.
too,
Yeah.
right? Did he cut
And
his
that's
hair?
the thing. And that's
He cut his
his
hair.
hair.
Yeah, he cut his hair.
But it's like a gel cut though. It's like
No,
it's not like a real
I'm
cut.
good with it. I just wanted to
Oh,
know.
but you ain't want the Rugrats hair.
Nah,
You
he
ain't
got,
want
Yeah,
all
nah,
that.
I'm over
fro.
that.
We got
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the gel fro. The prison fro.
He got the
I'm
prison
over
Nappy,
it.
it's weird.
Yeah,
It's a little
yeah,
off
yeah,
center,
yeah.
but it's not that crazy, man.
All right, so anyway, you know we got to talk about because we ain't get to talk for a minute. This whole Joe Budden
I knew this was
versus
coming.
Eminem.
I
thing,
knew this was
like,
coming.
Yo,
Eminem just tripping because MGK too. We got to talk about that too.
Oh,
Like the
exactly.
whole
Like-
triangle.
Yo,
It's a
all right,
triangle.
so anyway, where we gonna start
get on
first?
it.
What's up?
Let's go.
Like-
Because we'll start at the beginning. Because the whole thing with MGK and M was MGK
yeah.
made a joke on Twitter about Haley.
Yeah.
And if you listen to Eminem at all, you know he does not play when it comes to Haley.
No. Anyway, nah, man. We can't give him a pass.
No, I'm not giving him. No,
as
I'm
much
not giving him a
trash
pass.
as Eminem has
No.
talked about.
I'm not giving him a pass.
Artists.
I'm saying you can't act surprised
artists,
when it happens.
actresses, anybody. He talked junk about his own mom, his own daughter. He done, man. Like,
No, I'm not giving him a pass.
So nothing's off the table.
Look, man.
I'm just saying you can't act surprised.
Eminem, in the end of the day, man, MGK, I'm going to say this about the MGK thing. MGK held his own. That's the first thing.
I will say
Eminem don't scare nobody, man. I'm going to tell you why.
Right.
Eminem has not battled nobody. That's the thing. The people that Eminem has quote unquote talked about or you know, whatever, they not no real rappers, bro. That's the thing. Eminem has not won a real battle, period, his whole career.
You absolutely right. But also at the same time,
a real battle.
I understand that. But
and so I was thinking whenever Joe Budden was saying that, just to go back to that, like, because even before this beef, like a little while right before this beef, I text my cousin. I was like, yo, what was the name of that Joe Budden song? Because we used to listen to this Joe Budden song. And it's called Pray For You or something like that. Oh. And he's like having a conversation with God about himself and his downfalls and the problems that he had. So he talks as God and then he talks as himself and all this other different stuff. It's a dope song.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So like content-wise, I was like, yo, man, Joe Budden might have a point because I have not like just wanted to go back and listen to no Eminem songs, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's what I'm saying. That's the level. That's what I'm saying because at the end of the day, obviously we know Eminem did way more for the game than Lil Pump did. We know that. We understand that.
He did way more for the game than Joe Budden did.
Of course.
Also,
but the thing is, at the end of the day, if your songs don't stick, you're gonna end up in the same place, and that's what it is. Period.
But his song, this is what I'm saying.
Of course,
regardless of what we say, regardless of what we say right now, his songs do stick. My point
Which
is,
songs?
other
than the two you named.
My point is, people have him on top 5 and top 10, and I have a whole lot of people who's on that top 10, and Eminem might
like
not
8,
be
9, 11,
like
12.
I mean, you got Busta Rhymes, you got Jay-Z, you got Andre 3000, you got J. Cole, Kendrick, you got even like it's so many other artists that I can name that I put over Eminem. But we give it to him because he can rap his ass off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because he raps fast. I mean, and that's what I'm saying.
At the end of the day, the reason why he's not on my top 10 is because of content. And so people got to think about that. Like, why do you have him on your top 10? Because if you're judging it just off of rap ability, it's other rappers who can rap the way he raps. Tech Nine being one of them. Kendrick being one of them.
Somebody smaller that I like.
That can rap.
Lucas. That tells great stories.
Joyner Lucas.
One of the best storytellers in the game, bro. And then nobody talks about it.
So, like, at the end of the day, it is just hype. It ain't nothing wrong with hype, you know what I'm saying? If you got your top 10, that's good for you. You know what I'm saying? But just in my mind, I've always been saying what Joe Budden's been saying, you know what I'm saying? And that's why he wasn't on my top 10, you know what I'm saying?
Content, man. You have to. You have to.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, so what other than those two, I really want to get into those songs, man. Other than those two songs, that's annoying me. Like, that's really for him to be so great. Let's name them then. Well, other than those two songs.
Other than them two songs.
What else we got? Because Rap God, he won't say nothing. I don't want to hear you talking about imaginary knives you're going to stab people with and take it out.
Rap God was all right. Oh, yeah. So did y'all see Lupe Fiasco also was part of this conversation?
What you saying? What happened?
Like he can take Eminem and
nah, Lupe, come on, man. Lupe tripping, man.
What?
I like
Are
Lupe.
You serious?
I like Lupe, but not.
I don't know,
I think
man.
Eminem
Like,
is a better rapper than
he's
Lupe.
definitely killing him content-wise.
Yeah, content-wise.
He's killing a lot of people content-wise.
Yeah. I think because Lupe, like, didn't he, like, he took, like, a hiatus or something when he first came out, right? Wasn't it? It was like, what, Kick Push and all that stuff?
It was Kick Push.
Right, when he first came out. And
but look, you gotta go beyond. You gotta go beyond.
No,
Kick
but listen,
Push,
listen what I'm saying though. I'm gonna get to that. I'm saying he took like a little hiatus, and I think that's what killed Lupe. I think that's what really hurt him because the fact he can rap, he always can rap. Like I love Lupe Fiasco, but the fact that he's not at the forefront is low key.
And
his
then
fault.
also,
like,
he never had that image at the time he was out. It wasn't no like Kendricks and J. Cole's out.
Yeah.
He was in the lane kind of by himself.
He was, he was the dude with the glasses,
skateboard. People were like, bro,
and had real bars and was smart. It was going over people's heads.
I mean, shoot, even just recently, I don't know how long ago it was, Mural.
Oh my God!
Mural by like
spitting,
my
bro.
Dude is spitting on that
spitting,
track,
bro.
like So, but like, man, I don't know. I think like he might actually be able to.
You think?
But I don't think they can battle toe to toe. I think M would kill him toe to toe.
Like toe to
toe battle. M would kill him.
And that's what I'm
M's
saying.
gonna go left field with it and be off the wall with all kinds of crazy stuff.
And that's why I feel like That's why I feel like he belongs there. That's why I feel like he belongs like kind of as a like if he'll be the greatest rap battle person of all time. Like how Tech Nine kind of went to rap battle, like to like Smack URL and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of came back. He would be like the greatest, like straight up rap battle. We on stage spitting against each other person of all. He could do that all day because it's about what I'm gonna do to you and how different ways I'm gonna kill you. They talk about 5 different ways I'm gonna kill you 100 times during the battle, and that gets the crowd so crazy hype because that's what it's about.
But you say something smart.
But that's the same reason why you guys don't know the people who like K-Shine, DNA, people who are at the top of rap battle. They don't make music because they don't make good music. That's the thing because they're good at what they do, which is turn the beat off. Let me tell you about what I'm about to do. This and the third. So you know what I'm saying? And that's where I feel like Eminem excels. That's why I feel like he would be the greatest of all time doing that. But when it comes to making that music and other than those 8 hits, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, I give him 8.
At the end of the day, I still can't say that his music sucked.
No, it doesn't suck. I would never say music sucks.
Okay.
Yo, the thing
I don't think it sucks.
the thing is,
I
there's
like
so
him.
many people that say his music sucks. And the thing I always get, and I was just on, I think I was on Facebook and one of the music groups I'm in or whatever, going back and forth with people. They always say, "Oh, well, I can't relate." I'm like, you can't relate to half the people you listen to. They talking about G5s and blowing millions of dollars in Ferrari.
Yeah.
True.
You
You don't
driving
know
a
about that.
'95 Camry, working at
feel
Burger
that.
King. You
I
can't
feel that.
relate to that either.
You don't know nothing about that.
Like, so
I agree.
that's no excuse to not like him. You don't like him because, let's face it, he's white and he's probably better than your favorite rapper.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Like you said, I mean, just it goes back to just the content with me, though, man. That's just the thing. Like,
That's what
got Kendrick
And that
with.
was the reason why I was questioning myself too, even. Like, dang, why am I so worried about his content, right? But then at the end of the day, though, man, content matters, man.
It does. Like,
It does.
you know me.
It does.
You know me. I'm a
I agree with
snob.
you, JR.
And I ain't saying like,
it does.
I ain't saying he's like, I mean, it might be just that he can't make the type of content that we would be able to relate to. But at the end of the day, like, even then, I thought about his content, and it pretty much summing him up in content wise is pretty much him talking junk about actresses, his parents, or other rappers, or whatever controversy he could have done. That was back then, and obviously now too, right? That's his go-to card whenever he wants some attention.
Right.
And then after he went through whatever trials and tribulations he went through, you know, he kind of tried to do some poppy stuff where he
part of it was,
talking
I think
about
part of it is
about actual.
Yeah,
you know,
part of it is
stuff.
he got off the
You know what I'm
drugs.
saying?
He got off the drugs.
So I mean,
he got old, got off the drugs.
ain't
everybody's
nothing
like,
wrong
yo, what
with
is
it.
this?
He an
Yeah.
artist. Some
Yeah.
of us like artists. Some of us don't. I do like him. That's my thing. I'm not saying I don't like
And me
Eminem.
too. That's what I'm saying. I'm being very hard on him because it's like he has the ability to do so much better than what I just heard on that album. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he was getting beats from like Tay Keith and like all these other people trying to stay with the times, but those type of things don't mesh with the type of bars that he's giving.
I
You
got
know what I'm saying? Like
I mean, I can feel
feel
it.
like at that point he was
But I don't know.
Well,
I
also-
thought some of those beats brought some stuff out of him. Though.
And I agree.
It did.
I just said like I like some of them,
yeah.
but as an album and a whole, I'm not gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because
Right.
we don't give the benefit of the doubt to these new artists. So why am I
But,
giving
yo,
the benefit of the
I
doubt to
feel
him?
that.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm
like,
saying?
I
I'm
feel
about to be
it.
soft
Also,
for him.
like a lot of the
Yeah.
album was him trolling people.
That too. I mean, he
That
going
was
at
a lot of the
people.
album. A lot of the album was him trolling people like, hey, you like
Yeah.
these guys, I can do the exact same
Hey,
thing.
man, that was
Right,
a
right,
marketing
right.
scheme. That was
Yeah,
marketing.
yeah.
I mean, that was just to be
Hey,
relevant.
you gotta do what you gotta do though.
honestly.
So like, I ain't mad at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but hopefully he goes at Joe Budden so Joe Budden can battle him.
I do want to
Which
hear
I
some
don't know.
songs from them though. back
I
and
don't know
forth. I
who
do
will
wanna hear
win that. I really.
I really don't. That's
I don't know if that
I
will.
like
Actually,
Joe
hear.
Budden.
I don't know just based off of public opinion if that'll go in Joe's favor. But Joe has started a conversation, so
Yeah.
because
You know.
you gotta remember, everybody looks at Joe as the angry rapper
Yeah,
that never
the
blew,
a
that
hater.
never really blew up,
Yeah.
and it's,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. So whatever.
That's why him and Drake had that whole little thing for a little bit, and Drake. A lot of people don't even know that because Joe Budden was making all the songs. Drake never responded. Those
Right.
songs never blew up. Like,
Right.
And but Joe Budden was spitting like.
yeah. Oh, I heard
That man
two
was
of them.
killing. Like I was
heard
like,
two. I was like,
bro, this man is murdering Drake right now.
I was like,
But no,
Drake?
people talked about it literally for a day, and the next day it was like old news.
Dead.
Nobody talked
Yeah.
about it because Drake
Right.
didn't give a light. And Drake knew he was such a big artist at the time, and now still. But you know what I'm saying, such a huge artist. Why am I giving light to this little guy?
Right.
I'm not doing that.
I mean, also,
I'm worth like 4 times what you're worth. Stop playing with me.
Also, at the same time, also, granted, don't get me wrong.
I mean, that's the same with him though.
Like,
Well, M
yeah.
brought him up though. So
Hey, MGK held his own though.
Oh yeah, no. Anybody,
MGK was spitting,
anybody
bro.
say he wasn't spitting?
My man MGK
is, like,
yeah,
On the thing, he was like, "What did he do with the?"
I
little,
mean,
the
he put it out there and
Yeah,
he laid it
he
out
was
plain.
spitting, bro.
I liked it. You know what I'm saying?
no, yeah, I definitely liked it. I
Who
mean,
won that one though?
I don't even have a winner.
I really don't.
You seen
Not
that kind of
really.
stalemate? They kind of just.
It's just like, to be honest, this beef is kind of corny.
about to say?
I mean, it is kind of
Of
corny,
course.
and at the same time, also it's so. This one seems like it's so personal. It's
Yeah.
like you can't really. We'll never know
It
the
don't
truth.
seem personal.
No, it is. No, it is.
No, because he's talking about how Eminem was going to try and blackball him out of certain situations and keep. He's talking about don't take me off of so and so's track off his album. Blah blah blah.
Hey,
Like this is actually like a
Phantom
personal.
336 look unimpressed, man. He look.
I am very unimpressed. I ain't lying.
It's actually a personal
I mean, it
thing.
was nice. I mean, it's cool. I clicked it.
I don't
once
mean
and
like it's
heard it.
personal, like they gonna try and brawl or whatever. I mean, like it's actually personal, like he don't want M because M has that type of
Yeah.
influence because he has the label.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
He
with
don't
that.
want him to blackball
I think
him.
MGK proved a lot of people wrong. He could really rap though. I think when he went on Flex,
I never doubted MGK.
When he
though.
went on Flex though, that man was spitting, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I never doubted
gotta give him that.
MGK
He
though.
was
Like,
spitting.
he been able to rap.
Like, but a
though.
lot of people try to play him like, man.
Because that one time he spit that freestyle, it was
I
like,
will say, I will
that trash
say,
joint,
I was
yeah.
like,
I will say, MGK is one of the ones who's not better than Eminem though.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
just
no,
gonna
no,
put that out there.
definitely not, definitely not. No, we
I'm
can
just
all
gonna
come
put that out there.
Yeah, we can all come to a
Hey, look,
consensus. Like,
look,
you got my vote.
I might have. You say, yeah, he's better. I might have.
Yeah,
I might have.
You about to just walk out like that.
I got to be left.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, on that note, then I
get
guess
outta
we
here,
go
man.
ahead and wrap it up, man. Yo, thank you for listening. If you are listening, definitely download that app. It's called NuMainstream. It's in your app store, Google Play, iTunes, everything, wherever you want to grab it at. Also, check out our website, NuMainstream.com. You can check out different stories, different blogs, all of that. Make sure you follow
Twitter. Follow
the radio guy. That's radio guy
underscore.
radio guy underscore. I'm gonna edit that. Here we got JR. Tell them your information.
Yo,
man.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't been on Twitter in so long. I don't even remember. For real.
man.
Yo, I don't.
We gonna
I don't,
get JR
dog. I don't.
right.
Hey, yo, hey, man, look.
We gonna get JR right.
Music on Twitter too, man.
right.
That's where you get some of your best music talks,
is
man.
true. This
I
is
argue
true.
every day on Twitter, man. I argue every
See,
day,
I
bro.
don't feel like
All right,
arguing.
and then, make sure you follow me too at the Phantom 336. And then
Follow
y'all
that
have
Twitter, man. Follow the Twitter.
Yeah,
Appreciate
that's
y'all
right.
having
Y'all
me
have a
on
good
today.
day, man.
From the east into the west, we in the south. This is the North. Cock it back from